Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 10, double digits, of Let's Try Shroud of the Avatar, Forsaken Virtues. Guys, I haven't actually played. I hope you guys are well, by the way, having a fantastic day or night, whatever the case may be. Haven't actually played this game in over a week. Just been kind of playing other things. Still very interested. I said to myself, we really have to get back to this because I want to give it the full shakes. And we're far from doing that. I wanted to definitely head to Soltown and see what that's about. We could start on the world map, which is probably what I want to do. Let's just resume playing on the world map. Yeah, let's start on the world map. Avatars that train in a given school of magic will become more attuned with that school and be able to cast spells in that school more effectively. So we are just kind of learning the ropes here. There's a lot to it. We're here at Castle Atos. We're going to, for some reason, my, one second, guys. Alright, we're back. For some reason, my mouse doesn't want to, work with the volume wheel on it. Usually controls my volume. Let's come down here. Is that Soltown? There it is. Enter area. Let's go, son. Some effects can reduce the effectiveness of healing in battles against other players or large opponents. This can be the difference between victory and defeat. So I wanted to head to Soltown, continue with the main quest. Here we are. Man, I forget how to play. Okay. Soltown Main Avenue. A watcher. Creepy pile of bolts, get away from me. Oracle Wand. Name? Oracle Wand connecting. Huh, weird. Traveling banker, another watcher. Soltown Main Avenue, let's come up here. Well met, traveler. I'm Linda. Would you care for some bark bread? It's not my finest work, but it will ward off hunger and keep up your strength. I bake it with a special blend of spices I was able to bring with me from Solace Bridge. Solace Bridge? It is terrible what happened there. Too many were not able to make it out, and many of the injured barely had enough strength to make it here. I try to help where I can, but it will be a long road ahead of us. Job? Well, back in Solace Bridge, I had a lovely little bake shop in the market square. I can assure you my pastries were much more decadent than this bark bread. But those were different times, and right now we need to nourish our bodies and rebuild our strength. But I sincerely believe that there will once again be sweet treats to look forward to. Name? I am so sorry, I thought I introduced myself. My name is Linda. I ran a quaint little bakery back in Solace Bridge. But here I just do what I can to help out. Rumors? I've got to be honest, I thought the rumors about the undead were just tales told by travelers with nothing better to do than make up stories and try to impress the locals. I've never seen anything like it, and something I hope to never see again. Bark bread? It's my special recipe. Help? I know that some of my neighbors are still missing loved ones. Perhaps if you had news of their fate, it would alleviate some of their worry. I was quite lucky that Whiskey, Tiger, and Sissy were able to fend for themselves and find me here after we got separated in the chaos of the attack. Whiskey? I know I shouldn't have a favorite, but Whiskey is my pride and joy. Not that I love the others any less, mind you, but Whiskey manages to be calm yet curious, majestic and playful. A perfect cat if you ever saw one. He even won the title of Grand Novian Premier a few years ago at the Market Fair, and he'll talk your ear off if you let him. Cat? My only family is my 3 cats, Whiskey, Tiger, and Sissy. I was married once to a love like no other, but he was taken from me by illness many years ago. Swan was the love of my life, and I have never wanted for another. My loving cats are all the company I need until Swan and I meet again, beyond the veil of this world. Husband? Swan was a brave adventurer, much like yourself, a devoted and loving husband. I still miss him every day that we're apart. Sissy. Sissy's a bit shy at first, but when she warms up to someone, she's quite the love bug. And don't buy into that innocent act of hers. When no one's looking, she's always knee-deep in mischief. Tiger? Tiger doesn't wait until no one is looking to get into mischief. He's full of spunk, that one. He always manages to bring a smile to my face with his playful spirit, even when I'm feeling down. Goodbye. Farewell, traveler. May the road be clear of danger. Whiskey. Meow. Name. Oh. Job. Oh. Rumors. Oh. Cat. Oh. Goodbye. He's talking my ear off. Oh, we got some people. Beautiful cats, though. Who are you? Good day to you, traveler. I'm Abigail. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind talking about my daughter. Please, it's important. Daughter? My daughter and I were separated just after the Battle of Saul's Bridge. Charlotte is so young, I fear that she'll not do well on her own. Charlotte's with Edward. 5,000 XP. I spoke to Abigail to make sure her daughter Charlotte Gray made it safely to from Saul's Bridge. She is. Thank you. My baby's alive. Oh, thank you so very much. I'll make sure she's sent someplace safe. Thank you so much for news of her fate. Health. I've been worried sick about my daughter, as can be expected, traveler. Job. I'm a seamstress by trade. I fear my work was suffering while worrying over my poor Charlotte. Work. Oh, I collect help. I have hope now for my dear Charlotte. We'll get her to a relative in our doors where she'll be safe. I wanted to say work. Rumors? I've not heard any rumors of late. Name. My name's Abigail. It's a pleasure to meet you. Goodbye. Farewell, traveler. Gracious, you look like you've been on quite the adventure. Then again, I suppose we all have. Everyone could use a bit of help these days. Name? I'm Jean. It's a pleasure to meet you. Job? I'm afraid I have none at the moment. I suspect I'll need to take up a trade soon. Rumors. You'll have to excuse me, but I've been in a bit of a daze since the attack. You know about what happened in Saul's Bridge, I take it. And I told you about the fire, right? Fire? Well, I didn't see the fire itself, but there was smoke and Raymond shouting. It's hard to remember. Attack? Yes, the attack on Saul's Bridge. It was so horrible. Saul's Bridge? I've lived in Saul's Bridge since I was a young girl. It's where I met my husband, where we raised our daughter. It was the only home I've ever known. Maybe I shouldn't have run. Maybe I should have stayed and let those things tear me apart. At least we would all still be together. Raymond? He's a bit gruff, but Raymond's a good man. Checks in on me to see how I'm doing, makes sure I have enough to eat. I think he really misses his wife and wants to look after someone. And he did save our wagons from going up in flames the other night. That was very brave of him. But your husband? My husband, Stanford, was taken from us many years ago after a brutal bear attack. While he was out on a hunting expedition, he bled to death in my arms, too. Stanford. He was a good provider and a good man. He was a skilled hunter and made sure we never went hungry. Who's your daughter? My daughter, Juliet, was playing among the wildflowers. While I was looking for a nice plump rabbit for supper, how she loved wildflowers. Then the dead were suddenly upon her. Juliet? She was my daughter, but she passed on. A tragic victim of those horrible, horrible undead monsters. She was such a good girl. Undead? One of those things tore at my sweet little one. I managed to pull her away and ran with her in my arms, but her wounds were terrible. By the time we reached Soltown, it was too late. Soltown. I only wish my daughter was here beside me, braiding wildflowers into her hair. Instead of sleeping beneath the Soltown graveyard, I bring her wildflowers every day. Adventure? I know that there are those who seek adventure, but between the attack, the fire, and those thieves, well, I've had enough adventure for 3 lifetimes. Leaving in a moment. Thieves? The worst kind of thieves, those that would steal from the dead. They stole my daughter's necklace right off her grave marker. Necklace. I gave my daughter a necklace that was a family heirloom. I gave it to my daughter after her father was taken from us, but then it was snatched from my daughter's grave in the Soltown graveyard. It is very precious and I'm desperate to get it back. If you find it, please return it to me. Oh, she's leaving to go sleep. Oh, everybody left. I see. Jonesy. Jonesy, what you doing back here, Jonesy? Hi. Name. Choose on something. Job? Nay. Rumors. Choose on something. Nay. Woohoo. Woohoo. Alright, having too much fun there. Oh, a weather balloon or a air balloon thing. Hot air balloon. Let's see what we've got here, other than glare on my screen. A doe. Young stag. Looks like this is where the fire was. We have to wait for peeps to wake up, I guess. They need their rest after the attack. To visit a banker here. Find Jean's necklace. Linda's sleeping. Who are you? Yeah, greetings to you too. I'm not really in the mood for small talk, so if that's what you're after, keep walking. Name? Mine is Raymond, but with everything I've ever loved taken from me, I don't really want to talk about me right now. Job. Do you see all those houses set ablaze in Saul's Bridge? Well, I was the one who built them. With the way my back feels, and given I left my hammer behind, I doubt I'll be building any more, though. Saul's Bridge? I grew up there, you know. Me and my brother used to play in those woods. My wife and I built a life for ourselves there. Heck, I built half the town with lumber from those very woods. And now it's just gone. All of it. Just gone. Rumors? Oh, it ain't a rumor. That fire was as real as you or me, and so was the coward who said it. What fire? Yeah, the other night, I went out back to take a leak. Bladder ain't what it used to be, you know. And there I am, watering that tree over there, and old Jonesy starts making a ruckus. Then I smelled the smoke and flames started rising up from behind the wagons. I tucked up and started towards it, and that's when some sorry excuse went running off towards Soltown. Bunch of curs acting like they were helping us out, and then doing something like that. Good thing I was answering nature's call, or we might have lost the entire wagon. Been keeping watch on those things ever since. Can't trust anyone, including you. Jonesy? Guard dog she ain't, but there ain't no horse alive that isn't spooked by a fire. Now, there's a useful animal, not like those moochers following Linda around. Pulls the carts, got me attention that night in time to stomp it out. Ruined a perfectly fine boot, I tell ya. Burned a hole right through the toe. Soltown? Well, it ain't no Saul's Bridge, and those Soltown people ain't to be trusted. Sure, they may talk about wanting to help, but they want us out of here, plain and simple. Who was the coward that set the fire? Those people don't want us here, afraid we'll bring the same fate to them? I get that, but be a man and tell us to our faces. Don't be lighting fires in the dead of night to try and scare us off. After what we've seen, ain't no fire gonna spook us. Man? Yeah, I may not have seen his face, but it was definitely a man who set the fire in the refugee camp and dressed in red cloth. Looked pretty strong and ran like the wind. Fast, like someone young and in his prime would move. I'd chased him if I thought I could catch him. Raymond told me that the person who set the fire was a young man based on his build and how he moved. Help? Great, another wannabe hero. Well, if you want to be helpful, maybe you should find out and try to set the fire to our wagons. Then you can pierce that yellow heart of theirs with one of your arrows. What about your hammer? You want to talk about hammers? Fine. They're great to hammering things, especially if it's part of your job. Is that it? Really? How about work? Okay. Nothing else with fire? Flames? Alright, goodbye, Raymond. Yeah. He called you guys moochers. Yeah, they keep the mice away, right? Abigail. Child salesman. You tried to talk to that NPC? Got worms for ya. Yeah, to Harvey. Name? I'm Harvey. Job? I sell worms. Rumors? I don't know. Buy? Red worm bait. Common bait useful in any water type. Okay. Got plenty of worms. Did you kill any bad people? Name? I'm Robert. Job? I'm just a kid. Rumors? I don't know. Abigail. Jean. Oh, a chest. Can I take this stuff? Private property. Darn, Tower of the Shuttered Isle, that's private property. Of course, it's a chest. It's gonna be somebody's property. All this stuff is. Who are these peeps? Greetings, kind stranger. You look like you've been in battle. You didn't have to come from Solace Bridge, have you? Do you have any news about the brave men who helped us escape with our lives? My love, Marcus, was one of those courageous souls. Oh, you're pretty. Solace Bridge? It's a very strategic location. Marcus told me it was the, what did he call it? The keystone of Ardoris, the cornerstone. I don't know exactly, but I know it was important that they secure it. Important enough for him to bravely sacrifice his own life to protect it if he had to. Ardoris? Marcus told me that Ardoris is often called the Isle of Eternal Dawn. Isn't that beautiful? Quite fitting for the legendary realm of Sequana, the Titan of Love. That is where Marcus hails from, as a guard to the king himself. The Titan of Love? I never knew love until I met Marcus. It was like he traveled here from Ardoris, the city of love itself, just to save me from a life of loneliness and despair. Sequana. Oh my, you must not be from around here. Everyone knows the fables told of Sequana, like how she watches over us and guides us with her loving compassion to ensure that we find true love. Saranto. What about the king? The Shogun of Ardoris is a great leader, passionate and strong, brave and true, just like Marcus. That's why he was chosen to help protect Solace Bridge. Okay, I'll bite. Marcus? Did you find anything in Solace Bridge? Any news of Marcus at all? I can give her the letter or destroy it and say I lost it and help her. She's gonna be crushed when she gets the letter. Give it to her. 8,000 XP, 750 gold. Oh well. Maybe Marcus wasn't the man I thought he was. I could never love a man that would flee from danger. Thank you for helping me see him for who he was. A coward. Oh, you changed tune really fast. Fire? Oh, you'd have to talk to Raymond about that. I didn't see what happened. Raymond? You'll have to excuse Raymond. He's always been a bit surly. But ever since what happened to Solace Bridge, he's been in really rare form, even for him. But I've never known him to lie. One thing Raymond knows how to do is tell it like it is. That's why I believe him when he says that he saw someone running away from the fire towards the village that night. Name? My name is Nissa. It's very nice to meet you. Job? Well, right now, we all pitch in and do what we can to carry on. Once Marcus returns, I'll imagine we'll travel to his home in Ardoris. Will you now? I don't think you will because you got that letter, remember? Rumors? Well, I'm sure you've already heard about the attack. My love Marcus was stationed as a guard at Solace. When he said we were no longer safe and I needed to leave, I did as he said. I tried to stay behind, but he put me on the first caravan out of there. So I really don't know very much, I'm afraid. But I'm sure Marcus will call for us soon to let us know it's safe to return, and then you can ask him. Help? Some of the other refugees still have loved ones that are missing. Hopefully you can find time to assist them as well. It would be much a help to them if you were to help them as you were to me. Refugee? That is what they call people without a home, isn't it? I never dreamed I would become one. What about Marcus now? I met Marcus while he was stationed at Solace Bridge. Marcus said that he sent as part of a very important strategic task and that the Shogun of Ardoris only sent the strongest and the bravest of his men. Is it any wonder I fell in love with him? Young, handsome, and brave. My heart didn't stand a chance. Yeah, but I gave you that letter, remember? Letter? Okay, goodbye, Nissa. Farewell, and thank you for helping me find out what happened to Marcus. Hello, Outlander. I hope you can help me learn the fate of my poor Quincy, brave defender of Solace Bridge. Quincy? Quincy. Solace Bridge? Give him the broken sword. Then it is true. His sword broken in battle, never will he return. I cannot. Here, take this. I need it not. Leave me be, please, please. 8,000 XP, 750 gold. I don't know what she gave me. Solace Bridge. The undead uprising at Solace Bridge was a horrific nightmare. As you've been there, you may know more of what happened there than I. I still fear what might happen should the undead horde follow us here to Soltown. Soltown? This is a small town, and I fear what would happen should the undead make it this far. I'm grateful to the people for supporting the camp, though. Camp. It's not much, but the inn is full with all the new arrivals. I'm grateful that we have this much. Undead? I have no idea what would happen if they should attack here. This town is not safe. New arrivals? Everyone in this camp are survivors of the Solace Bridge attack, or, like me, trapped on the road because of it. We can only wait for the guard to restore order against the undead. Quincy. My beloved Quincy saved more people from the undead horrors that swarm Solace Bridge than he'll ever know. Thanks to you, I have a keepsake to remember him. His sword. Job? I'm a jewel crafter by trade, though there is little call for my work here in Soltown. I was waiting for a shipment of gems from the Graf mines, but they aren't likely to come anytime soon. What's your name, by the way? My name is Emily. Rumors? All anyone can talk about these days is the threat of the undead. What about the fire? I was asleep when it happened. You should talk to Raymond. Raymond? He's been keeping watch at night, which helps me sleep a bit more soundly. Graf gem mines? The Graf mines are far to the north. The gems that are mined from there are legendary and have magical properties as well. However, with Solace Bridge closed, it is not likely that any shipments from there will arrive for some time now. Can I be of help? Thank you, Outlander. I need nothing else. I guess that's it. Goodbye, Emily. Farewell to thee. So I'm waking him up to talk to them, but then, who are you? Did you kill any bad people? No. You're silly. Yes. Name? I'm Kitty. Job? I'm just a kid, but I want to take care of horses when I grow up, especially Freckles. Horses? Sometimes I help take care of Jonesy the horse. Jonesy? Jonesy's okay, but he's no Freckles. Who's Freckles? Freckles is the horse I feed and brush. We had to leave him behind in Solace Bridge. One day I'm going to go back and rescue him, and when I do, we're going to dance a happy dance. Learn to perform happy dance. Salisbridge. I left my blanket in my house. Rumors? I don't know. Any help? I don't need help, but I'm going to help people take care of their horses when I grow up. Goodbye, kitty. Goodbye. Sissy. Meow. Meow. What, Sissy? Watcher. Raymond. Keeping watch at night. Who's in this one? Good day to you, Wayfarer. I'm Geoff, recently of Salisbridge, and what might ye be called? Alzarian Dastari. Alzarian Dastari, is it? Good on you. Let me know if you find any iron blades. Oh, and I must say, you seem an amiable sort, mayhap one who partakes in dance. Dance? Excellent, I can see in how you carry yourself, very confident and strong. Here, I'll show you a dance that is very dear to my heart, the Hopak. Learn the heavy Hopak and the light Hopak. What's your name? I'm Geoff, as I said. Job? Right now I just sit here, and let me tell you that does not sit well with me. I need an iron blade. What do you know about the fire? I didn't see it happen, but Raymond did. He's told the story 100 times since it happened. I'm sure he'll tell you again if you ask. Raymond? Raymond and I have increased our patrols of the camp ever since the fire. We have to take care of our own. Rumors. I hope those undead go back where they came from. That's the only rumor I want to hear. Undead? Ever since the attack on Salisbridge, I've heard nothing but talk about how scared people are of the undead. Enough fear. Bring me an iron blade and I'll show those breathless beasts what it means to fight. Salisbridge? Yeah, I came from Salisbridge. I was the bouncer at the inn there. Now I do a lot of nothing. A blade, you say? Have you ever seen an iron blade? It's not just a regular sword. It's a finely crafted weapon that just fits in your hand like it was born there. If you can find any, it'd be quite a favor for you to bring me one. With it, I could take the battle to those undead beasts. East Perennial Trail is a good spot to go start hunting, I'd say. Geoff wants me to get him an iron blade. Okay. Farewell and find me an iron blade. Watcher, that's this little camp here. Hello? Greetings, Wayfarer, and welcome to Soltown. I'm Stanley, the captain of the guard here. I take it you've had a hard road? What with arriving from Salisbridge? Might I ask your name? Alzarian Dastari. Your name is Alzarian Dastari, then. Did I get that right? If not, please correct me by telling me my name is. In any event, welcome to Soltown. I trust you ran into Captain Kinsey on your way from Salisbridge. If you have word from her, I would be grateful. Salisbridge. We're still recovering from the attack there, as you can see. Edvard is our eyes and ears there, and he has been a great help directing survivors, such as yourself, to the town. Porto was one of the first to arrive. He's in the tavern now. Most of the rest are staying in the camp nearby. Camp. Bivouac. I'm sure you can see it from here. It's not much, but it's the best we could do on such short notice. In times like these, we all try to pitch in and help one another. Could be us who needs help tomorrow, although I dearly hope not. There's nowhere I know of for these people to go. The road to Ardoris is too perilous, and there are no other villages nearby. Ardoris? Ardoris is the largest city in the area south of here along the coast. I have need of a courier if you're traveling in that direction, though there are many here who would require help as well. Tell me about the attack. You saw the aftermath of it, and you know what fate awaits this town should things turn dire. It is time for the Perennial Coast to see to its own defense. Perennial Coast? Ah, yes, you're not from these parts. The Perennial Coast is where you are now, the southern part of Novia, ruled by King Saranto out of Ardoris, its largest city. Tell me of Saranto. He rules the city of Ardoris, the Lord Protector, alongside his consort, Kazi, the Priestess of Love. At least he used to. There's a good bit of fighting between them nowadays. I expect you'll see signs of it when you visit. Tell me of Soltown. Soltown's a nice place, a quiet place, kind of village you'd like to settle down in, not where you'd want to fight a war. Fight a war? I've never seen battle, at least nothing more pressing than rousting drunks or chasing off bandits. I fear we are all to see much worse in the days ahead. Tell me of Edvard. Edvard is quite an interesting character. I look forward to his visits whenever he comes through Soltown. I expect he'll be in Salisbridge for some time if you wish to speak to him again. Do you know anything of the fire? A tragedy that. Those refugees have seen enough pain already. Please, if you find out who's responsible, do let me know. Name. I'm Guard Captain Stanley, as I said. Pleasure to meet you, Elzarian Dastari. Guard? The guards under my command, Harry and Evans, they're good men. But 3 people aren't going to stop an undead attack no matter how many of the villagers here try to help. We need help from Ardoris, and soon. Harry? Harry's the guard who usually works during the day. He's been guard here ever since Soltown only needed 1 guard. Now, of course, after the attack, we need much more. Evans? Evans is the guard who usually patrols Soltown during the night. He tries to work the opposite shift from Harry to best keep an eye on things. Work? Help? Maybe you can contact my friend in Castle Atos. Her name is Baozai. What about Evans keeping an eye on things? You know, it is odd they sent me here before the attack. I fear there's much going on we do not know. And that tells me there are things I do not want to know. This is a dangerous line of inquiry, I fear. Elzarian Dastari. Tell me of the undead. It may seem strange to an outlander like you, but the undead have never really been a threat to us. Odd, sure, the cause of many strange stories, but they keep to themselves. Until now. Something has changed. Something terrible. I spoke to Captain Kinsey. It's been a while since I've received any word from Captain Kinsey in the Salisbridge outskirts. I'm hoping she gave you a report to pass on to me. Tell me I'm right. Report? Sometimes guards in distant locations send me their reports, and I forward them along to the appropriate destinations. My job is important, and I make sure I'm here as often as possible to help whoever needs it. Your job? I'm the captain of the guard here. I used to work in Cudgel in Ardoris, and was sent here a few weeks back to keep an eye on things. Now I work with the refugees in their camp to try to keep them safe and warm. Cudgel? He's a good sort, if a bit of a stickler on the parade ground. I'm sure he is taking this threat very seriously indeed if men from Ardoris have already fallen in battle. Salisbridge outskirts? I've gotten disturbing reports from Captain Kinsey in the Salisbridge outskirts. Bandits and the like are making trouble for the survivors of the Battle of Salisbridge, who are simply trying to safely exit the area. Many of those refugees end up here in Soltown. Well, here's the report. 750 gold, 8,000 XP. The news in this report is important, albeit disturbing. At any rate, thank you. Please allow me to repay you for any troubles you've encountered on your journey to deliver this to me. Free lots? Here's a list of all the lots in the area. Select a lot and hit set compass destination, and I will give you directions using your compass. Free lots, 30 of 30 available. I mean, we could make a house. Set compass destination. Okay, tell me of Castle Atos. Castle Atos is another community here in the Perennial Coast. It's along the road northwest of Soltown. My friend Baozai works there. Baozai? Baozai is a guard in Castle Atos and a good friend of mine. She's usually assigned to the front gate. If you find yourself in the Castle Atos area and run into her, tell her I said hi. I'll look for Baozai in Castle Atos. You need a courier? If you're traveling to Ardoris soon, I have some notes for Captain Cudgel, the leader of the Ardoris garrison, to inform him of the situation here and to request assistance. I would ask you to make helping those here your priority, though, as it will not only be of use to us, but teach you more about our world, before you make the journey. Here are the notes in question. I am certain Cudgel will reward you once you deliver them. You should deliver the letter. A note? If you're referring to the notes for Captain Kujal and Ardoris, I sent them to inform him of the situation here and to request whatever aid he can provide. Now you were mentioning a dangerous line of inquiry. There are many serpents in the City of Love, each hiding in the shadows, eagerly awaiting the right moment to strike with their long fangs of venomous deceit. You'd be wise to watch your back and your words, for Ardoris has forsaken much of its virtue as of late. Virtue? I don't understand. Could you explain? Okay, I guess we're done here. Wow, okay, goodbye. Take care, Alzarian Astari. Comes Robert. Oh man, I'm enjoying the story bits. Very cool. Is there a save button? F5? I don't think there's a save button. It's been a while. Let's see how long we've been playing. 36 minutes. It's been a lot of talking. It's okay though. We get to explore as well. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Soltown Main Avenue. Oh, that's the camp just outside of town though. We haven't even been to town. And there's the side roads. Not side roads, little sides of the path here. Along. Very Morrowind or, Skyrim-esque. Whoa. This must be the city. Oh, wow. Soltown Main Avenue, Old Mountain Pass. Huh. Helpful Automaton. North Gate, marked on compass and map. Receive 750 gold. Hello and welcome to Soltown. Here's a list of all lots in the area. Select a lot and hit set compass destination. I'll give you directions using your compass. By request of the Oracle, all Outlanders should check in with each town's crier when visiting a new city. Let me just make a note here. There you go. Here's a good amount of gold for your trouble. Check in with town criers wherever you go for this reward, but only once. If you need more gold, we always have mail that needs delivery. If you've lost mail, I can help you with that as well. Also, I can accept any undelivered mail you might find while adventuring. Mail? Would you like to deliver local mail to a town nearby or to a neighboring region for more reward? Oracle? Oh, the Oracle provides guidance for us all. As an Outlander new to here, I'd say you definitely need guidance. Simply visit her in any of her confirmatories in all the larger cities. She can describe things much better than I. Help? If you're seeking glory or work, many of the realm could use the assistance of a brave adventurer. Simply ask anyone you meet if they need help. If you find an undelivered package or letter while adventuring, you can give them to me. Name? I'm Barrick. Good to meet you. Job? I'm a town crier. Rumors. Be wary when traveling through the Grunwald Desert, for the atavists of purity who make their home there hate Outlanders such as yourself. Undelivered package. Whenever you happen to find an undelivered package, bring it to me or any town crier. We'll ensure it gets to the correct destination. You'll also be compensated for your recovery efforts. Regional? Here you go. Just give this letter to the town crier in Exeter, and you will be rewarded for your trouble. Don't give this mail away to a friend or sell it, or you won't be trusted with any more mail. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Mail package for Exeter. 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 Good tidings, visitor. Places to live. Shroud of the Avatar is full of housing to buy or rent. If you need a place to stay but you're not ready to acquire your own property, You can visit the official rental services, free places to live forum, post your want to rent request, and if you have a place you'd like to rent to others, post a places to rent notice. Wow. Rental services and free places to live forum. Okay, we won't be doing that. Obviously, we're in offline mode. Hello? Did you kill any bad people? Why does the Oracle not like you? What? I'm Richard. Rumors? I don't know. Job? Just a kid. Oracle? I don't know what you mean. I don't know. Bye-bye. Helpful automaton. We don't need to do anything. Oh, we can come in here. Nice. Now we can rifle through people's stuff, but it's not our property. I would love to take that, but it's going to affect my virtues, I think. Whoa. Guild registrar. We're in a guild hall-like place. Nice. Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Japeth. I come in most every night to listen to the bards that Richard brings in. It's caused me to think quite a bit of love, actually. Bards? I must admit, these bards woke something up in me I never even knew was there. I realized there was a hole in me deep enough to plant an entire orchard in. And just like the bards say, that hole can only be filled with love. Quite true. Name? I'm Japeth. Job? I work on a farm just outside of Soltown. Soltown? It's our home. I couldn't picture myself living anywhere else. Rumors? Heard talk of the undead attacking people. Hopefully it's just talk. You on a farm? It's nothing glamorous, but it's honest work. Work? Unless you know the nature of love, I doubt it most seriously. Love? Thing is, love was there all along, right in front of me, and I didn't even know it. Serving me ale night after night. I'm in love with Emma the barmaid. Emma? The worst part is she doesn't even know I'm alive, lest I'm putting in a drink order. A tragic love story, mine. I even wrote her a poem to try and tell her about my feelings, but I don't have the nerve to give it to her. Like I said, tragic. Poem? You want to read my poem? I've never shown it to anyone before, but oh, why not? And I can never give it to Emma. What if she laughed at me? I'd be devastated. I'm just not that brave. Not like you. Hey, maybe you could give it to her for me. I should give Emma this love poem and see if she feels the same way about Japeth. Does she know? Of course not. That's why I need your help. Emma? Goodbye, Japeth. Fare thee well. So we should actually read some of these notes and stuff that we get. We can read the poem, which we should. How do we sort this bad boy? By item name? From Johan. Where the heck is the poem? Oh, Japeth's poem. Clearly great care was taken in writing this. Emma, my love, if I were to say I love you today, would you run away? Would you say you love me too, or leave my heart feeling blue? Would your heart be a barren field, unforgiving and without yield? No matter, my love would still be true, and I would plow right through, planting seeds of love so they could bloom as beautiful as a dove, in flight like you, Emma, my love. Okay. That's something there. So we have to go to etc. We have an heirloom from there. We would turn that in at the thief in the swamp. But I think it's time to wrap up this episode, guys. I definitely want to get back to this and play a whole lot more. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Sorry, I kind of have a sore throat now that I did all this reading. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, it lets me know that you'd like to see more. It helps the video and the channel. Also, a friendly reminder, if you want to be a big help with the channel, you can become a member right here on the channel or on my patreon.com/fluent. Shout out to all my members. Love you guys. I love all you guys regardless. Only check that out if interested, and I'll see you all in the next one. I don't know if there's any books left here we might have to read from Anime and Quincy. Yeah, but we're going to save here, and we'll pick this up next time. Check out the talk to the barmaid and do much more. So we hit double digits successfully. Until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. And much love, peace, and joy. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully much more Shroud of the Avatar to come. We'll see how it goes. God willing. Alright, guys. Ciao for now.